Y'all ready for this?
For decades, GTA fans have been robbing banks, running from cops, and crashing planes into buildings like it's just another Tuesday. But beneath the surface of the GTA universe, there's a darker, weirder world. A place where CJ travels to Mars, where Vice City is frozen in a never-ending blizzard, where the Mafia rules San Andreas, and where you can literally become James Bond and take out bad guys with laser watches. Welcome to the world of GTA Total Conversion mods. These aren't just skin packs or goofy Goku mods. We're talking about full-on new games, new stories, new cities, new missions, and sometimes just straight-up chaos. Today we're going to rank the top GTA Total Conversion mods in a tier list. We've got Unique, A tier, B tier, and of course, the Trash tier. Some of these mods are masterpieces. Some are so weird they might actually be art. And some are like that one kid in class who tried but just shouldn't have. Let's get started. All right, let's kick things off by firing up the flux capacitor and hitting 88 miles per hour because our first mod is the legendary Back to the Future Hill Valley for Vice City. This wasn't just a mod. For many of us, it was a childhood dream brought to life. It took the world of Vice City and dropped a fully functional DeLorean time machine right in the middle of it. And I mean fully functional. This was a complete conversion that allowed you to punch a destination date into the time circuits, accelerate to that magic 88 miles per hour, and watch as the iconic fire trails burned behind you. You could actually travel through time, arriving in a future full of flying cars or a past where the streets felt completely different. The level of detail was insane for its time. You even had to refuel the DeLorean with plutonium, or if you were feeling extra cinematic, you could try to harness the power of a lightning strike. It was probably the only time in GTA history where players were actively hoping for a thunderstorm. The sheer ambition was off the charts, even including a recreation of Hill Valley itself within the game world. Of course, being a massive mod from that era, it wasn't always perfect. It had its fair share of bugs and that classic early 2000s mod, which could sometimes send your DeLorean spinning into the void instead of to the 1950s. But for its sheer creativity and for being a technical marvel that was way ahead of its time, it's an absolute icon. It was ambitious, it was fun, but its technical hiccups keep it from being a flawless masterpiece. For that reason, I am placing Back to the Future Hill Valley in B tier. All right, for our next mod, we're leaving the time-traveling shenanigans behind and stepping into a full-blown apocalypse. We're talking about San Andreas. This isn't just a mod that adds a few zombies to the game. It completely transforms the entire state of San Andreas into a relentless survival horror sandbox. The goal is no longer to build a criminal empire, it's just to survive until the next sunrise. The world is overrun. The familiar streets are now packed with hordes of the undead who are attracted to any noise you make. Firing a gun is basically ringing a dinner bell for every zombie in a 5-block radius. The mod introduces entirely new survival mechanics, forcing you to scavenge the desolate landscape for food and water, find friendly survivor NPCs to help you, and fortify safe houses against the ever-present threat. The atmosphere is completely changed. The world is dark, foggy, and oppressive. It takes the sunny California parody and turns it into something straight out of a horror movie. It's the only time you'll be more scared of a slow, shambling pedestrian than a Ballast Gang member with a Tech 9. So how do you even rank something like this? It's not a traditional story mod, and it's not a simple enhancement. It fundamentally changes the entire genre of the game you're playing. It's ambitious, it's terrifying, and it is completely its own thing. Comparing it to a mission-based mod feels wrong. For that reason, I am placing San Andreas in the Unique tier. What if you could travel between Liberty City, Vice City, and San Andreas all in one game? For years, that was just a fan's ultimate dream. Then, a massively ambitious mod called GTA Underground tried to make it a reality. The goal of GTA Underground was nothing short of legendary: to combine the entire worlds of the classic 3D era games into a single, seamless map inside the San Andreas engine. We're talking Liberty City from GTA 3, Vice City, and the entire state of San Andreas, along with bonus locations from other Rockstar games like Manhunt and Bully. It wasn't just a map port. The mod aimed to bring everything along for the ride: the cars, the weapons, and the gangs from all of those classic titles. It's the only place where you could steal a Banshee in Liberty City, drive it down to Vice Beach, and then get into a turf war with the Ballas. The crossover potential was insane. However, an undertaking of this size is a monumental task, and the project has had a very challenging development. As you can imagine, stitching together multiple game worlds is incredibly difficult, and the mod has struggled with bugs, performance issues, and general instability over the years. It also famously ran into legal trouble with Take-Two Interactive, which is the final boss for any ambitious mod project. The dream is S tier, but the reality has been a bit more complicated. For its incredible vision but challenging execution, I'm placing GTA Underground in B tier. Alright, put on your best tuxedo and grab a martini, shaken, not stirred, because our next mod transforms San Andreas from a gangster epic into a full-blown spy thriller. We're talking about the 007 James Bond mod. This is another project that doesn't just add to San Andreas, it completely changes its DNA. It takes the engine of the game and uses it to create a brand new James Bond adventure, complete with its own story, missions, and of course, gadgets. The heart of this mod is its focus on the spy fantasy. You get to play through custom missions involving stealth and infiltration, a huge departure from the usual chaos of GTA. And what's a Bond game without the toys? This mod is famous for adding classic Bond gadgets, like the laser watch and grappling hook, and iconic vehicles like the Aston Martin DB5, fully kitted out with machine guns and an ejector seat. It's a world where you're more likely to be infiltrating a secret volcano lair than you are to be starting a gang war in Grove Street. Finally, a legitimate reason to use the silenced pistol for an entire mission. Just like Zombie Andreas, this mod is so much more than just an addition to the base game. It completely changes the genre from a crime sandbox to a third-person spy action game. It's a total conversion in the truest sense of the word, creating a bespoke James Bond experience using the San Andreas framework. Because it's a completely self-contained and unique genre shift, I am placing the 007 James Bond mod in the unique tier. We've had time travel, we've had zombies, we've had spies. So what's next? How about leaving the planet entirely? Our next mod is the unbelievably ambitious Journey to Mars. The promise of this mod was staggering. A full story that would take you from the streets of San Andreas to a custom-built, explorable Mars landscape, complete with low-gravity physics and space rovers to drive. On paper, it's one of the coolest ideas imaginable. Grand Theft Auto in space. Unfortunately, this is a textbook case of ambition crashing headfirst into reality. While the idea was S tier, the execution was anything but. Players who managed to get the mod working were greeted with a Mars map that is famously barren, empty, and unfinished. The missions are often completely broken and unplayable, and the entire experience is riddled with game-breaking bugs. It's less of an epic journey to another planet and more of a quick trip to a buggy, low-poly desert with weird gravity. This mod has become a legendary example of a project that promised the stars but couldn't even get off the launch pad. It's a great idea, but as a playable experience, it's a complete mess. For that reason, I have no choice but to place Journey to Mars firmly in the trash tier. After that disastrous trip to Mars, let's get back to what makes Grand Theft Auto great, a classic mafia story. Our next mod, Sundakaco Chronicles, isn't a wacky concept. It's an attempt to create a brand new, unofficial stories game. This is a total conversion that acts as a prequel to the events of Liberty City Stories. You don't play as CJ or any familiar face. Instead, you're a new character trying to make a name for himself inside the infamous Sundakaco crime family. What makes this project so impressive is its dedication to creating a completely new experience. It features a brand new custom-built city map, something incredibly rare and difficult to achieve in the modding scene. It's a fully story-driven adventure with a whole new set of missions that dive deep into the classic mafia politics of the 3D GTA universe. It's a chance to see one of the GTA universe's punching bag families, the Sundakacos, when they were actually a force to be reckoned with before Tony Cipriani came along and ruined all their fun. So we have a mod that doesn't just change the game, it adds to its lore. It's a fan-made love letter to the Stories games, complete with a new protagonist, a new story, and even a new city. It's not just a mod of San Andreas, it's a completely new GTA game in its own right, built by fans, for fans. Because of its incredible ambition to create a whole new, lore-friendly GTA title from scratch, I'm putting Sundakaco Chronicles into the unique tier. Of all the strange characters and storylines in San Andreas, none were more mysterious than the Truth and his hunt for government conspiracies. The base game left us with more questions than answers. Our next mod, Alien City, is the unofficial sequel that the community created to finish that story. This is a massive story-driven total conversion that takes the alien conspiracy subplot and turns it into a full-fledged game, feeling like a lost official expansion pack. Alien City features a completely new set of high-quality missions that continue the hunt for extraterrestrial secrets. The entire adventure takes place on a brand new map, a massive secret military base located in a snowy, isolated region. The production value is what really sets this mod apart from many others. The missions are well designed, the custom cutscenes are polished, and you even get to fly UFOs and use new futuristic weapons. It's the definitive answer to the question, what was the Truth really up to out there in the desert? This is a mod with a completely new, high-quality story, a brand new, detailed map, and a level of polish and stability that is incredibly rare for a fan project of this size. It takes one of the base game's most beloved mysteries and delivers a satisfying and feature-rich conclusion. It's an ambitious idea that was executed brilliantly. For its incredible quality and for delivering the alien adventure we all wanted, I am placing Alien City in A tier. For our next mod, we're sticking with the gritty streets of Liberty City, but we're about to see them in a completely new light. We're talking about the classic environmental overhaul for the original Grand Theft Auto 3, Frosted Winter. This project does something simple but incredibly transformative. It takes the entire iconic map and plunges it into a deep, perpetual winter. This isn't just a white texture pack. The mod covers every street, building, and park in a layer of snow, adding a persistent heavy snowfall that changes the entire mood of the city. Most importantly, it overhauls the driving physics. The already challenging handling of GTA 3's cars becomes a true test of skill as you try to navigate the icy roads. The Callahan Bridge during a blizzard becomes a completely new kind of nightmare. To complete the immersion, the city's residents are all bundled up in winter clothing, fighting off the cold. Frosted Winter doesn't add a new story. Instead, it completely recontextualizes the entire original game. It takes the familiar, dark atmosphere of Liberty City and transforms it into something bleak, beautiful, and challenging in a whole new way. Because it offers such a fundamental and creative change to the identity of a classic game, I am placing Frosted Winter in the unique tier. We're staying in the gritty world of Grand Theft Auto 3 for our next mod, but this time we're diving deep into the mafia politics that define the city. We're talking about the legendary story mod, Flli Redemption. This isn't just a mod, it's a full-blown unofficial sequel to the original game's story. It asks the question, what happened to the Flli crime family after Claude and the Leones tore them apart? This mod puts you in the shoes of a new protagonist tasked with picking up the pieces and taking revenge. This is a massive, story-driven adventure featuring dozens of brand new, high-quality missions. It's widely praised for its excellent writing, custom cutscenes, and a plot that feels like it could have been an official Stories expansion from Rockstar themselves. It perfectly captures the dark, cinematic atmosphere of GTA 3's Mafia underworld and is meticulously designed to be lore-friendly. It's your chance to finally give the Flli family a win after they spent most of the 3D era being the Mafia's official punching bag. What really pushes this mod into the upper echelons is its incredible polish and stability. For a story mod of this size, it's remarkably well made and provides a complete, satisfying experience from start to finish. It's a masterclass in what a dedicated fan project can achieve, delivering a compelling new chapter to a beloved classic. For its incredible quality, its fantastic, lore-friendly story, and its professional execution, I am placing Flli Redemption firmly in A tier. We are staying in the treacherous world of the Liberty City Mafia for our next entry, and this one is an absolute monster of a mod for Grand Theft Auto 3. We're talking about Liberty City Wise Guy. This mod presents a fascinating what-if scenario, acting as an alternate sequel to the original game's story. After Salvatore Leone's death, Tony Cipriani betrays Salvatore's son, Joey Leone, and tries to have him killed. You play as Joey, who survives the attempt and is now on a single-minded quest for revenge against his own family. The sheer scale of this project is what makes it legendary. It adds a completely new story with a staggering 87 new missions. It doesn't just add a story, it builds out the world with 6 new buyable properties and a ton of new collectibles to find. It even introduces a new gameplay feature called Additional Mission Objectives, which gives you optional challenges during missions for extra cash. A great idea that encourages replayability. You thought your family gatherings were awkward? Try having your dad's top capo try to whack you. This mod is the total package. It has a compelling original story that feels true to the GTA spirit, a massive amount of high-quality content, and innovative gameplay features. It's a project that shows a level of dedication and quality that rivals official game development. For delivering a massive, polished, and feature-rich new story, Liberty City Wise Guy is an easy A tier. For our final mod, we're coming full circle back to the world of San Andreas itself. The main game starts with CJ returning home after 5 years away, finding his gang and his family in ruins. But have you ever wondered what exactly happened during those 5 years? Our final mod, San Andreas Stories, aims to answer that very question. This is a massive, story-driven prequel mod. It's not about CJ's journey, it's about the story of Grove Street's downfall. You get to witness firsthand how the Ballas rose to power, how CRASH tightened its grip on the city, and how the gang was torn apart from the inside. This mod provides a brand new, multi-mission story that fills in one of the biggest gaps in the GTA lore. You get to see the events that led to the death of CJ's mother and the corruption of characters like Big Smoke and Ryder, making it the perfect mod for anyone who always wondered how Big Smoke got so obsessed with his order before he got obsessed with power. This mod takes on the huge responsibility of serving as a prequel to one of the most beloved stories in gaming, and it pulls it off with incredible quality and respect for the lore. It's a complete, polished, and essential experience for any hardcore San Andreas fan. For its fantastic storytelling and for perfectly bridging a major gap in the lore, I am placing San Andreas Stories in A tier. And there you have it, our complete tier list of 11 of the most ambitious and craziest mods from the 3D GTA era. From the legendary ambition of Back to the Future in B tier, to the genre-bending creativity of Zombie Andreas in the unique tier, and the incredible quality of story mods like Alien City and Flli Redemption in A tier, it's clear that the passion of the fan community knows no bounds. But this is just my take. What did I get right? What did I get wrong? What legendary mod did I miss? Let me know your own tier list in the comments below. Thank you for joining me here on Flash Tales. We'll see you in the next one.